Okay, Shalom Aleichem, good week of Good Devach and Shvuat Tov, everybody. This is the week of Pesach Sheni. This Wednesday night will be Pesach Sheni. And then next Sunday, not this Sunday, will be Lag BaOmer, the Lag 33rd day of the Omer next Sunday. And if you read the news, there's some pastor that predicted the end of the world next Shabbos, the day before Lag BaOmer, and he also predicted it in 1994, and he did it again. He used his whole life's fortune of $140,000 and to buy charts and signs and put it up in New York subway. And look on the Yeshiva World News, you'll see it. And he spent all his money for the last 3 months to tell you the world is coming to an end next Erev Lag BaOmer, Shabbos. I think it's the 21st of May, which is the 32nd day in the Omer. Well, I think would be good to have an interview with him on the 22nd, on Sunday, because he feels the world's coming to an end with Shabbos. So he'll make a lot of talk show hosts happy on Sunday, Lag BaOmer. Then he says, no, not really destroyed on Sunday. It's only the day of trauma or something, but in 6 months later, then there'll really be an earthquake to destroy the whole world. That'll be on Simchas Torah. Now, if you look and read it up, we have the world. There's no lack of Mushugoyim, Anyhow, interesting that it comes out on 2 Jewish days: Lag BaOmer, Erev Lag BaOmer, and Simchas Torah. Isn't that interesting? Something is going to happen, but nobody knows, not even the Navi. Hashem ever revealed it to any Navi, ever, not even to Yaakov. Yaakov knew it, but he didn't say it, when Mashiach is coming. Now, next Sunday, not this Sunday, next Sunday is Lag BaOmer, the yahrzeit of Shimon Bar Yochai. Yeah, so he was the last of the 24,000 Talmidim of Rabbi Akiva who were nifter. He was Shimon Bar Yochai who wrote the Zohar. Zohar means light. Noah had this in his table, a skylight. It was called Zohar with a tzadi. And tzadi and zayin can be switched. Zohar is light. That's why we make bonfires to give off light. Because he wrote the Sefer Zohar, which is revealing, exposing to the world the secrets of the Kabbalah. Isn't that interesting? There's a pasuk in Tehillim, Gal Einai, expose my eyes, open my eyes, reveal to my eyes. Gal Ein Niflaos, B'Torah Secha, the Niflaos in your Torah. Gal Einai Ba'abito, I'm going to look at Niflaos, Torah Secha. That's why I named my Sefer Niflaos HaTorah. Because God, if you have insight into Torah, He exposes to you some of the secrets. Isn't it interesting that Gal is Lag? Same word? Gal, exposed, Lag. Rather than Shimon Bar Yochai died, he exposed the world to the secrets of the Zohar. Lag, he died on Lag BaOmer. Gal. Lag. Interesting, right? So, that's one thing I wanted to tell you about Lag BaOmer before we continue the 33 questions of Sefira and Lag BaOmer and Shavuos. We started last week. We went through about 10 of them. Let's go further. But before we do that, I told you about Lag BaOmer and Gal Einai Gabita, Niflaos B'Torah Secha. That was Shimon Bar Yochai who died on Lag BaOmer. He wrote the Zohar, which is light. You know something? We're supposed to believe in Mashiach, right? Where does it say, even one place, anywhere in the Torah, you have to believe in Mashiach? We don't have such a mitzvah. It's not written anywhere. Because when you come to Shemayim, they're going to ask you 3 questions, and one of them is, were you waiting for Mashiach? So the Smak answers, where were we commanded to wait for Mashiach? The first thing they're going to ask you is, were you honest or were you a crook? Nososo v'nosato be'emuna. First question. Not if you kept Shabbos or you were immoral or ate chazer. No. Put on tefillin and kept Yom Kippur. Nothing. No. Were you honest? Of question number 1. You fail that, you have to go to rehab. Starts with the letter Gimel, Gehenna. And then if you come back out of rehab, they ask you the second question 1,000 years later or 100 years later. And they send you to another place, Gimel, which is Gan Eden. Anyhow, Gimel, good. One place is good, one is no good. Anyhow, so they ask you the first question. They ask you 3 questions. A scholar, they ask 6 questions. A plain person, they ask you, Nososov and Nasato Bamuna, did you give and take honestly? Were you a cheat, thief, were you a crook, a swindler? Did you say no when you meant no? Did you say yes when you meant yes? Did you cheat? Did you steal? Did you give back stuff that doesn't belong to you? Nososov and Nosato, did you give and take honestly? So that we have a mitzvah. It says, Lo tishakru, don't lie. Lo sechachashu, don't withhold the truth. Lo signov, don't kidnap. Lo signovu, don't steal money. We have mitzvahs, so they're going to ask you, did you do that? Second, number 2 question. After you're an honest person, they say, Kuvati itim la Torah, did you spend certain set times for Torah? Not when you get a chance, set times. Well, where are we commanded to do that? Well, it says all over the Torah, and Yeshua, open pasuk, V'gisa b'yom v'lai, learn day and night, every 3 minutes. So that's, did you do that? The third question is, Sepisa Yeshua, were you waiting for your Mashiach? Were you waiting for the salvation? So where the smucks, where were we asked to do that? Where were we commanded to wait for Mashiach? Where do you have a mitzvah to wait for Mashiach? The mitzvah to be honest, many places. The mitzvah to kovea itim Torah, many places. To wait for Mashiach, not one single place, nowhere in the Torah. There's no mitzvah. To hope for Mashiach, not written openly. It's only darshan. Last week's Parshas, Bahar, at the end. Ani Hashem Lekechem Asher says Yeschem Eretz Mitzrayim. I am the God who took you out of Egypt. That goal is. And then it ends again. The pasuk again. Ani Hashem Lekechem. I am God, your God. I will take you out of future goals also. That's why it's twice. It said at the end of Parshas Kriyas Shema. Not in this week's Parsha, but there's very many Pesukim in last week's Parsha. It sounds like that. But this actual one, which has Ani Hashem Lekechem on the beginning and the end, that's in Shlach. Ani Hashem Lekechem Asher says Yeschem Eretz Mitzrayim Yosechem Elohim. Ani Hashem Lekechem. I am God that took you out of that. I'll take you out of the other goals. So you learn it with a drasha. It's not mefurash. You know why it's not mefurash? Like don't steal, don't mechal Shabbos, don't wear shatnez, don't kill. You know why? If you do everything in life you're supposed to do, Mashiach is going to come. It's automatic. There's no open place in the Torah that says you have to wait for Mashiach. Smak says, where do you say that? So we learn it from a pasuk. Ani Hashem Lekechem, should say, so it says, yes, I took you out of Mitzrayim, I'll take you out of this one too, because it's really, 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 why? If you're a Shtomer Torah and Mitzvahs, it's going to come. What do you mean? It's automatic result. And besides, Mashiach has nothing to do with this world. When Mashiach comes, it's a different world order. Nothing. In this world, we have to do the 613 mitzvahs. According to some, there's no mitzvah to wait for Mashiach. Anyhow, smak ass, so why should you wait for Mashiach? Why the third question when you get up there is, Pisa li Yeshua, were you waiting for Yeshua? Where do you have a mitzvah? And so, yeah, we learned it from a drush. Very good. There's 3 other questions, too, for other big scholars. Did you learn Kabbalah? Did you learn the secrets of the Torah? If you learned everything, Nigla exposed, did you learn the hidden knowledge? Some other questions. Okay. So, and Mashiach is 2 parts. First, it's called Gog u'Magog, and then comes a wiping out of Amalek. Gog u'Magog is before Mashiach comes. And after Mashiach is Amalek. Gog u'Magog is destroying Gog, Melech Magog, like Hashem destroyed Mitzrayim. And then there was the Yetzias Mitzrayim. And then 2 weeks later came Amalek and attacked us. Same thing will be here. It'll be Gog u'Magog destroyed. Then there'll be the great Geula. And then there'll be one nation, Amalek, the anti-God force, who will have the nerve to commit suicide because they know they're going to get killed. They'll attack you like Amalek. Who is Amalek? The son of Eliphaz. Who is Eliphaz? The son of Esau. Who is Esau? Yaakov's brother. The most dangerous, hideous, wickedest force is brother of Yaakov. Not the Goyim. The anti-Jewish Jews. Yaakov's brother, Esau. His son was Eliphaz. His son was Amalek. And how do you know that it's going to be in that order? Amalek, Gog and Magog, Mashiach, Amalek? Because that's how it was. Gog and Magog, destruction of evil in Mitzrayim. Then Yetzias Mitzrayim, Golos, and Geula, rather. And then came Amalek a week later, 2 weeks later. And the Mishnah Berurah says, you read the Haftorah of Gog and Magog on Shabbos Chalmod, Pesach, 6 months later, Sukkot. You read the Haftorah of Shabbos Chalmod Sukkot on Amalek, which means Gog and Magog comes first, and then the anticlimax comes later. Sukkot, 6 months later. So Chaim said Gog and Magog was divided in 3 parts. The First World War was number 1. And he died in 33, and Hitler came to power in 33. He says the second part of Gog and Magog is coming now. The destruction of European Jewry. He knew it. He knew this. And the third part, he says, will be in Eretz Yisrael. There was no Israel then in 1933. He said it will be in Eretz Yisrael, and the Jews will be attacked by a power that was nothing in 1933. By Yishmael. Nope. Look at it. Since 1948, 1 day of peace. Sunday they were attacked, and it's been going on for 63 years. You don't have to be a Navi to see what the Chofetz Chaim saw. It's what the Torah says. He knows exactly how it's going to work. First World War, Chelik Aleph. Second World War, Chelik Beis. And then comes the final battle of Yishmael. In Eretz Yisrael, there'll be a world power. They are a world power. Every single country on earth is under their control, even America. Every place, every airport you go to, every store you go to, every place in Eretz Yisrael is even there. They are terrorists. They fear nobody. They do not fear death. They love death. Per Adam, the Malach told Hagar, he's not a full developed person. He's a primitive person. The Nazis are evil people, but they were people. These people kill themselves. They're just Per Adam. They're not developed. And their mind is still like it was years ago, simple. They believe people that tell them nonsense. They don't think for themselves. Anyhow, and there was someone told, a member of my family this week, a very educated Muslim in Manhattan, he says, in all the wars since 1948, the Arabs never lost any war. Never lost any war. 48, 55, 67, 73, no, they didn't lose any war. Americans interfered, this happened, that. They didn't lose any war. So I told him, why don't you tell the person, if they won all the wars, how come they didn't wipe out Israel? Okay, listen, if I tell you 2 times 2 is 5 and you're not intelligent, you believe me. But once you get intelligent, you'll say, wait a minute, it's not true. The facts just don't prove that. Like they say now in Iraq, there's a rumor going around quietly under the surface that Saddam Hussein is coming back. They didn't really kill him. The Americans, the Iraqis didn't hang him. They hung his double. And they say Osama bin Laden, nah, they got the one guy. He's really alive. Well, they want to say that Elvis Presley's also not dead. And some Rebbes, they say, are not really dead. Well, my friend, you can't convince a person the truth if his mind is made up. Don't confuse me with the facts. My mind is made up. I got a bridge to sell those people. It's called the George Washington Bridge. And you can't do anything about it. All right. Now let's learn a few words on Bechukosai. Let me go to the questions. In Bechukos, and now this is the last parsha in Vayikra. The Sefer Torah, the Vayikra, Sefer Vayikra ends this Shabbos. They pick up the Torah and take Chazak with this Chazak on Bechukosai. And it ends with 11 Pesukim first, it starts with bracha. If you're good, the good things will happen. Then it's 31 brachas, Pesukim about curses. The tochacha is not called klolos, curses. It's tochacha, warning. If you don't behave yourself, this comes automatically. And the first 11 Pesukim starts well with an aleph. Im Bechukosai telechu. And 11 Pesukim later it ends komemius with a tov. If you keep the Torah from aleph to tov, those 22 letters which the Torah is written by, then everything will be good. Then you will have 8 brachas. 8 means eternity. If you keep the Torah from aleph to tov, everything it means, you will have Chaim olam. 8 is infinity. And these are 8 brachas here. And then you start out Ve'im Bechukosai lo salecha, but if you don't follow my Torah, it starts out with a vav. Ve'im Bechukosai lo salecha, if you don't listen to the Torah. Ve'im lo tishmu li, if you don't listen to it, it starts with a vav. And it ends with 31 Pesukim later, Nafsham mem. Vav to mem is 8. Vav, Zayin, Ches, Tes, Yud, Chav, Lamed, Mem. 8. 8. If you break the 22 letters, you're going to get no future life. 8 is future. You have no Chai Olam. 8 times 22. 22 times 8. Moshe Rabbeinu at the end of the Torah blessed them. Hashem blessed them with 8 and cursed them with 22. Moshe cursed them with 22 and blessed them with 8. Look at, there's a whole discussion about this. Go to Kol Halosham and you'll see how I discussed that on this week on Kol Halosham. By the way, Kol Halosham, for those who don't know, changed their number, brand new international number about 3 months ago. The new number, now that has 120 incoming lines, the official headquarters, one number for all of America. One telephone number for all America. One number for United Kingdom, one number for Australia, one number for South Africa, and one number for Russia. There's in Russia too. And in Spain. Here's the number. 1-718-535-0520. After you punch that in, there's about 350 Magid Shir. How are you going to find me? As soon as a man picks up, you dial 11101. That's me. 11101, and then you'll see I have 1,837 children. Okay, so 8 times 22. You know that's very mysterious. Hashem blesses them with 8, curses them with 22. Moshe blesses them with 22, curses them with 8. What's this 8 times 22? This is mystical numbers. 8 times 22 is 176. Eternity is 176 because le'olam is 176. Why? Because eternity means forever. 8 means forever, infinity, and 22 is the Torah. The Jewish people and Hashem and the Torah will last forever. Yisrael, the rise of Kitch Brichu Chad, it was one concept. Hashem is an invisible force that controls the world. Yisrael is his messenger, us. And Torah is forever. It holds true. Every word comes true. Yisrael, the rise of Kitch Brichu, is Chad, it's one concept. Like God is internal, so we are. That's why we've been around for 4,000 years. And the Greeks, where are they? The Romans and the Babylonians and the 1,000-year Reich of Hitler, where? And these people starting up now, 50 years ago, the Muslims, you'll get rid of them too. It's only a matter of time. Only Israel is like Kochavim, stars. They give light to the world, so untouchable, the indestructible. And like sand, you can't destroy it. You can walk on it, but you can't destroy it. And like Kochavim, like stars. So 8 times 22 is 176. Le'olam is forever. It means something very long. Do you know that the longest Sedra has 176 Pesukim? Parshas Nosson. You know that the longest Gemara has 176 black Baba Basra. You know the longest piece of Tanakh is Tehillim 119? Has 176 Pesukim. 8 Pesukim in Aleph, and 8 starting with Beis, and 8 starting with Gimel. So 8 times 22 is 176. 176. 1 and 7 is 8. 8 and 6 and 8 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. The Torah is 5 Chumashim. If you follow the Torah, that means written in oral law, you are holy and last forever. Yep. Anyhow, that takes care of Bechukosai. Now let's go and continue in Lag BaOmer questions. Last week we asked the first 10. Now we ask more. Go on this website here and print down the 33 questions of Sefirat Lag BaOmer and Shavuos. And a week from now, when we get closer to Shavuos, I'm putting up another kuntris called Megillas Rus. Shavuos. Megillas Rus. And Shavuos. The laws about Shavuos. This is some of the dinim of Shavuos, but the next one is be more. Megillas Rus, because she's the great-grandfather of David. And David died on Shavuos. And she became a ger, and like we accepted Torah on Shavuos, we are like Abram, right? So we asked last week, why is the first day of the Sefirat called Yom Echad and not Yom Rishon? And we asked last week, how does Omer 49 equal, how does Omer, which is Gematria 310, equal 49? There's three different ways. What day of the month is Lag BaOmer? We told you, always 18 of this month. Iyar. What is Shlosh Yemei HaGabolo, the 46, 47, 48? No, 47, 48, 49 day of the Omer, the last three. The 5th, the 4th, and the 3rd of Sivan. 3rd, 4th, and 5th of Sivan, because next day, 6th is Yom Tov. And we ask all kinds of things. Why do you eat muchiks on Shavuos? Now we get to question number 11. What is more severe? The issur of shaving and haircuts during Sefira, or the issur of shaving and haircuts during the 3 weeks? 12. In the original Minik Sfard, the first opinion that the Maharan mentions, where is there built-in kula, a leniency concerning haircuts and shaving and marriage, and where is there built-in chumrah, stringency? 13. Why is it asur for marriages and haircuts on the night preceding Lag BaOmer? The Mishnah Berurah says. He says, I don't see a heter for it, which means many people were doing it even in his days, 1920s. He says, I don't see a heter for it. The night before, only in the morning. Unless it's Thursday night, because then you're allowed to get married Thursday night. Because the next day, unless it's Thursday night, and the next day is Shabbos, and you don't want to interfere in preparations for Shabbos, you can do it Thursday night. What about Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night? Why is it also for marriage and haircuts on the night preceding Lag BaOmer, according to Mishnah Berurah? Don't we say, Hayom holech achar halayla? The night goes after the day, which means if it's permissible during the day, it should be started at night. Doesn't Shabbos start Friday night? Therefore, it should be permissible, which it's not. I know Rabbi permits it, but Mishnah Berurah doesn't. 14. Rabbi Akiva's Talmidim, 24,000, died for 33 days during that 7-week period. So, how do you get 33 from 49? What are those 16 days that you deducted? They died between Pesach and Shavuos for 33 days. So which 16 days didn't they die? Because 49 minus 16 is 33. 15. Why do some put a key in the challah? Well, we went through this on the first Shabbos after Pesach, called Schlissel Shabbos, because they put a Schlissel, a mafteach, a key in the challah, and bake it like that. 16. How was Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai Rashbi involved with Rabbi Akiva? And where's Meron? And why Meron? What does bows and arrows and bonfires and rainbows have to do with Lag BaOmer? Where was Rashbi buried? Yeah, Meron. Why? Who else is buried there in Meron? You know where Meron is? Well, if you've been there, you know where it is. Is it near Eilat? Or Ashdod? Or is it up north near Yam Kinneret? How many of Rabbi Akiva's Talmidim died each day? If they died for 33 days, and the 24,000, how many died a day? They had to make a hesped for each, and dig all those holes. Where is Meron? What do we call the day after Rosh Chodesh Sivan? So that was question number 11 to 21. That's 10 questions, right? Let's answer some of them. 11. What is more severe, the issue of shaving and haircuts during Sefira or during the 3 weeks? What do you think? Huh? Answer is obvious. The 3 weeks. Because that is an Isser D'Rabbanan, where this is only a minhag. 3 weeks, Churban Beis HaMikdash. 3 weeks is very severe. For Shivas of Thomas and Tisha B'Av, it's very, very severe to take haircuts and get married and shaving. In America we shave every day, twice a day. So Rabbi Moshe gave a heter, but not in the Shvur Shechalba, not the week of Tisha B'Av, and definitely not the 3 days before. And there's if you lose your job, and years ago men did ever shave, they had beards. All right, but you should know there's an Isra. If you can help it, you're not supposed to do it. If you own your own business and no one's going to get, and you're not going to get fired because you own your own business, and you may lose some customers, so if you have enough money, you can handle that. If you're Mosa Nefesh for the Torah, Hashem will send favors your way, and you'll be very matzliach. If you play games with him, he play games with you. You know how you can play a lot of games with you. Not good games either. 12. The original Minik Sfar, there was a where is there a built-in kula and concerning haircuts and shaving, and where is there a built-in chumrah? The built-in kula is that one can shave on Friday if Shabbos is Rosh Chodesh Iyar. Yeah, according to Minik Sfar, we don't do that. The built-in chumrah is they have to wait until the 34th day. Look at Mechaber's first opinion. Lamed Gimel, whole day, no simcha. 34, yes. That's the chumrah. And you know that this year Lag BaOmer comes out on Sunday, so therefore everybody's knowing to fast, to shave on Friday. Because if you're not, you shave on Sunday, early morning, that means you look disgusting on Shabbos, you look beautiful on Lag BaOmer. It means you're mabaza Torah Shabbos for the Rabbanim. You can't do that, so therefore you can shave Friday afternoon. If it comes out Sunday, Lag BaOmer. 13. Why is it usher for marriages and haircuts on the night preceding Lag BaOmer? Don't we have a rule? Hayom holech achar layla, the day follows the night, whatever the night is, that's what the day. Friday night is Shabbos, so Shabbos is Shabbos because Friday night was Shabbos. Yontif is Shabbos, Tuesday because Monday night was Yontif. Don't we have a day that Hayom holech achar layla, the day follows the night, so why not here? If it's 33 at night, Lag BaOmer, so right away you have a marriage. Why only in the morning? The Mishnah Berurah is posek that the night still has Aveilus, and only after sunrise, 1 minute after sunrise Aveilus, but after the rest of the day is you can have a happy day, and only after sunrise is Simcha permissible. Only on Thursday night, Lag BaOmer comes out on a Friday. You can have a wedding Thursday night because the next day is Shabbos. You don't want to mevaza the Shabbos by you have to get ready for Shabbos, make preparations. How can you have a wedding on a Friday morning? You have to do it Thursday night. Isn't that interesting? He says, I don't see anyone who gives a heter for this, which means even in those days, people were looking for a heter because Hayom holech achar layla. But he says, no, you need a minute of Lag BaOmer has to be sad. The rest can be happy because if you do the calculations and you don't include Lag BaOmer as a happy day or as 1 minute sad, you don't have 33 days of Vegas. Any one of the minhagim, however you turn it and twist it, you'll never come out with 33 days if you don't include 1 minute of Lag BaOmer. Mixes ayom kakula. A part of the day is like the whole day, which means at least 1 minute of Vegas, then the rest of the day you can have simcha. Because if you don't include in that Lag BaOmer as a one sad day, you won't get 33. Do the calculation. Now I want to ask you something. Mixes a Yom Kakula, part of the day is like the whole day. That's why you don't sit Shiva, only 6 days and a minute on the 7th, and a minute of Lag BaOmer. So mixes Yom Kakula, part of it is like the whole thing. So where do we get the rule? Rubo Kakula. Just the opposite. You have to have 51%. Like, I can't drink the whole kos at the Seder. I drink Rubo, it's good enough. And many other things where Ruba Kakula comes out like this. To save you from a hardship, Hashem says, mixes Yom Kakula, a little is good enough. But to do a mitzvah, if you did most of it, is good enough too. Ruba Kakula. To save you from tsar and pain, so we say, mixes Yom Kakula. And doing a mitzvah, if you did 51% is good. For negative things, mixes Yom Kikulim. For positive things, Ruba Kikulim, 51% is good enough. All right, let's go. It's number 14. When Rabbi Akiva's Talmidim 24,000 died in 33 days during the 749-day period, where are the 16 days? Simple. Track 7 days of Pesach, 2 days Rosh Chodesh Iyar, 1 day Rosh Chodesh Sivan, and 6 Shabbosos. There it is, 7, and 2 is 9, and 1 is 10, and 6 is 16, and 49 minus 16 is 33. 15. Why does some put a key in the challah on the first Shabbos following Pesach? Schlissel, Shabbos, Chassidish minute. They bake it in there. Why? They don't stick it in after it's baked because it's not a shlema anymore. You have to put it before. You bake a key, iron key, steel key, copper key. You're not afraid of that poisonous. Because it says in Shir HaShirim, which you read on the end of Pesach, Pischili, open up for me, my beloved. It means your heart. Do tshuva and I'll help you to do more tshuva. And also, Pischili, a key, they say it helps for Parnasa, but you need a key to get into your house. And therefore, if you pray for Parnasa, this is a quick little way to ask Hashem for Parnasa. It's called Shlissel Shabbos. It's a segula for Parnasa. I don't like these quick fixes. Why not the regular way? Put in effort and you get something out of it. You go to medical school after 10, 12 years, you become a doctor. You learn for years for smicha, you get a smicha. It doesn't, where's the quick fix ever help anybody? I have another segula for Parnasa. In other words, that always works. It's called honesty. So, very good, nice meaning, beautiful meaning, but some people keep it. 16. How was Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, Rashbi, involved with Rabbi Akiva? He was a Tana, an author of the Zohar, and the last of them, the greatest Talmidim, the greatest Talmud of Rabbi Akiva at all. To die of Lag Bomer, his Talmud was Rebbe. Rashbi's Talmud was Rebbe. And Rebbe came from, was the Talmud of Shimon Bar Yochai, and Shimon Bar Yochai was from Yehuda, he's from Shevet Levi. And you know, by the way, Mashiach is also from Yehuda. And Eliyahu Navi comes from, it's a Kohen. Eliyahu ben Pinchas, ben Elazar ben Aaron a Kohen. Eliyahu Navi comes first, gives us the warning of Mashiach is coming, he's a Kohen, and then comes the Melech. So a Melech is greater than, well, in a certain way, a Melech is greater than a Kohen, because a Melech can sit down in the Azorah, but the Kohen can never. In a certain way, a Kohen is greater than a Melech. The Kohen has more. A Kohen is greater than a Melech in a certain way. All right, we don't want to go into that. Number 17. What does bows and arrows and bonfires and rainbows have to do with Lag Bomer? Well, bows. Bows, they shoot arrows from bows because a rainbow is also called keshes, and the bow you shoot is a keshes, and a rainbow, God promised Noah will never destroy the world, even the people are bad, because he made a rainbow, that's a promise to never destroy the world. So in the life of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, there was never, ever, ever anywhere in the world a rainbow, because he was the protection. You don't need a rainbow. So therefore, since he's gone, there's rainbows, and people shoot bows and arrows because a keshes is called a bow, and a rainbow is called a keshes. And he wrote his Zohar, which is light, so we light bonfires. And we told you, remember before in the beginning, on Lag Ba'omer, he was Nifter, and he was the author of the Zohar. Zohar means light, and he's Megale Sodos, Gal Einai Gimel Lamed, Lamed Gimel Lag. Okay? Okay. Also, it's the yahrzeit of the Ramah, 1573, Krakow, Poland. He was, we follow his Minhag Ashkenaz in the Shulchan Aruch, when it differs from the Mechaber. And he also was Nifto on Lag Bomer. 17. 18. Where was Rashbi buried? Who else is buried there? He was buried in Maron, up north, near the Galil. Hillel and Shammai are buried there. Rabbi Yochanan Hassandler was buried there. And his son of Rashbi, Eliezer, was buried there. 19. How many Rabbi Akiva's Talmidim died each day? What did they die for? Why did they die? Well, if you have 24,000 in 33 days, that's 727 a day. Do you really believe that 727 holes were built every day? And 727 Levias? And 727 Hespedim? 727 for 33 days. It's very hard to imagine. Very hard. Is this a mashal? Or is it true? I don't know. You have to believe it. Chazal said so, but it's very difficult. Very difficult. Why did they die? Sinas chinam. They didn't respect each other. And last question, 20. What do you mean didn't respect each other? 24,000? Or after the first one died, Rabbi Akiva, the Rosh Yeshiva, couldn't give a shear to the yeshiva? Or after two died, or at Minyan? All 24,000 did that? Even the greatest Talmud Rosh Yeshiva? Really? The whole yeshiva had to be wiped out. The general 24,000. You have to learn the whole Masechta there, and the whole Indian, the whole Sugya. It's extremely deep. You have to learn this. What do you mean they didn't respect each other? One person dies, you make a whole hesped, you fast for 3 days. All 24,000? Please. You have to look into it. There's a whole sugya about this. And one more question, the last one. 20. Where is Meron? In the Galil, northwest of Yam Kinneret, next to Tzfas. And 21. Why do we call the day after Rosh Hashanah? What do we call the day after Rosh Chodesh Sivan, which is 5 days before Shavuos? What do you call it? Yom HaMiyuchas, the day of lineage, Bei Sivan, the day after Rosh Chodesh. Because Hashem told us then what our lineage is. You are Mamleches Kohanim. Compared to the world, you're all Kohanim. And Goy Kadosh, a holy nation. What's permitted for them is not permitted for you. Kadosh, holy means Porush. You have to keep away from sin. Rabbi, have a good week. And if you want to hear more of these things, go to Kol Haloshen. I gave you the telephone number before. It's 1718 535-0520. When you hear the man talking, you hit 11101. And then you get my latest shir. If you want to go back, you hit 21. If you want to go forward, you hit 23. If you want to go faster, or 5 minutes ahead, you hit 6. And 5 minutes back, you hit 3. And 15 seconds forward, you hit, 6, 5. 4 is 5 minutes back. 3 is 15 seconds up. 1 is 15 seconds back. You hit pound, you go faster. Or I think 9 is louder, 7 is quieter, and pound is louder, and then the star is not so loud. Okay, Rabbi, Zai Gesund.
Sure, Rabbi.